Chris here. It's Monday, February 17th, 2020, and somebody brought to my attention today a news story in Boston by the Department of Justice of the United States. It seems as though it was quickly buried in light of coronavirus. This is a story of definite importance to the background of COVID-19 and may actually be connected, although that's not verified. Please comment below.
3 people tied to universities and a hospital in the Boston area were indicted on charges that they lied about their ties to China. Prosecutors say that these separate cases point to the ongoing threat of Chinese espionage here in the U.S. Prosecutors say that the individuals attempted to steal research in order to bring it back to China. The first is a Harvard University professor, Dr. Charles Lieber. Prosecutors say he had a contract with a top Chinese university. He also ran a group which had contracts with the Department of Defense and the National Institutes of Health. Federal agents say Lieber lied about his ties to China when he bid on those contracts.
China is engaged in a massive, long-term campaign to steal U.S. research and technology for its own uses. As demonstrated by these cases, on the academic side, the Chinese government uses partnerships and exchanges with U.S. schools and research institutions to access cutting-edge research and equipment. Obviously, most visiting Chinese academics and researchers are here to work in good faith in U.S. institutions, but some of them are not.
No country poses a greater or more severe and long-term threat to our national security and economic prosperity than China. China's communist government's goal, simply put, is to replace the United States as the world's leading superpower, and they're breaking the law to get there. Massachusetts is a target-rich environment with world-class academic institutions, research facilities, hospitals, cleared defense contractors, and startups. And each and every one of them are in danger of having their research, development, and investments stolen right out from under them.
Harvard responded to Dr. Lieber's indictment, writing, "The charges brought by the U.S. government against Professor Lieber are extremely serious. Harvard is cooperating with federal authorities, including the National Institutes of Health, and is initiating its own review of the alleged misconduct. Professor Lieber has been placed on indefinite administrative leave." Also indicted is a Chinese national who was working as a researcher at Boston University. The U.S. attorney says that she's also a member of the Chinese military, but that she failed to disclose that. The third is a researcher sponsored by Harvard, doing research at Beth Israel, who is accused of attempting to smuggle biological materials back to China. Officials say Customs found 21 vials stuffed into a sock when he was trying to leave the country.